Yo, what's up guys? It's your boy Schools here, back with another video, and today I'm going to be talking about the ACOG and how I think Ubisoft should balance around it, and really I'm just going to be kind of trying to counter the most common argument that I see for getting rid of the ACOG, or at least taking it away from some operators, and that is operators should not be picked because of a weapon attachment. Now I think this is the most stupid and ignorant argument you could possibly have about the subject, because simply stating that the ACOG is a weapon attachment does not at all come close to the effect and the importance that the ACOG brings to the game. Like, it's not a muzzle brake. So like they say that, you shouldn't pick an operator for an ACOG, you should be picking it for the utility. I mean, I guess, but like, then what's the point of having a roamer? What's the point of having a vigil? Or obviously Jaeger has important utility, but there is merit to picking operators for their guns and for the capability of fragging. It's important because you need to have operators on the team and players that can play those operators who need to get kills. Like I said, it is an important part of the game. So anyway, I think putting an ACOG off as a weapon attachment is really dumb, because the ACOG, unlike literally no other attachment, even the other sights, obviously it's different from the other sights, the ACOG determines what gunfights you take. Running an ACOG allows you to take, and I don't want to say forces you, but it really kind of does. If you are playing like a dock on a set of stairs trying to fight the stairs, it's not going to go well. The ACOG is just not meant for close range gunfights that stairs usually bring. Likewise, you shouldn't be playing like a Jaeger or someone like that to fight over really long hallways. Like, if you're on Cocktail on Cafe, you shouldn't be playing Jaeger trying to fight gunfights across the balcony. You're probably not gonna win. So, like, just putting it off as a weapon attachment doesn't like no other weapon attachment, not like a muzzle brake, not a grip, not a laser sight, like no other attachment determines the way you are going to play in a round, and no other attachment gives you the ability to play in a different way than other operators like the ACOG does. And the fact that there's only a couple of them gives it legitimate strategic value. Like, okay, we need somebody to fight long angles, that's why we're going to pick a Doc, or I guess a Cade, because a lot of times Echo EC gets banned, but that's why people pick a Doc. Doc is one of the better ACOG operators because the MP5 has no recoil, and since Echo always gets banned, that's a valuable spot that needs to be filled by somebody. So, anyway, there's a lot of rumors right now about Doc losing his ACOG. There's two reasons why I think this is fake, and basically one of them has to do with obviously why I think it's a terrible idea. But either way, Ubi knows that this will make him useless. Like, come on, like, Doc is picked for his ACOG and his ability to take long-range gunfights. I don't think that's a secret to anybody, certainly not the developers of the game, at least. So I think they know pretty full well that this will make him useless. Like, nobody's picking him because of his stim pistol. His stim pistol, I would say in at least 70% of rounds, doesn't even get used. And among the times that does get used, sometimes it's literally in the prep phase. If you just like accidentally, shoot somebody in the back while you're trying to shoot a drone, and you just gotta heal them back to full, which, like, I just don't think anybody would pick him if he was a 2-speed with no ACOG. Like, if you want to pick a 2-speed with an MP5 without an ACOG, you're gonna pick Oryx. Like, hell, Oryx, as garbage as he is, provides more value to a team in his ability to make good flanks than Doc does. Like, it just wouldn't make any sense to pick him. And the other thing is, like, why would Ubi put patch notes, like future patch notes, in the game files? Like, I get maybe putting some files for future operators to see how they affect the rest of the code of the game. I'm not really a computer science or engineering guy, so I wouldn't know. But I mean, like, They have no reason to put the patch notes in the game files, so I don't know who leaked it, but I just personally don't believe it. So now the other argument why they should take out the ACOG is, I don't know, it could be even stupider. It's like, but what about spawn peeking? Like, ACOG, everybody just picks stock to spawn peek. Wrong. Okay, let's say you get spawn peeked by a doc. Half the time I see plenty of other operators spawn peeking, but Doc is arguably, Doc and Rook are the two best at spawn peeking, although I think Rook's better. Because his gadget actually does something if you die to a spawn peek. So, but if you get spawn peeked, it is almost always your fault. It is like 90% of the time the attacker's fault, because not only should you should be aware that they could be spawn peeking from a well-placed drone, or even if you're not, you should just check the common spawn peeks. You know, and if you see the guy and you miss, that's also your fault. So if you're dying to a spawn peek, unless it's some coconut bra, like, bullet hole spawn peek that you just get destroyed by, you know, which can be fixed by fixing bullet holes, I just really don't see a way that you could justify taking an ACOG off an operator, making an operator essentially useless just because some people are butthurt that they got spawn peeked. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. So essentially the value of ACOGs is not, it should not be misconstrued. It is a very powerful weapon attachment that determines the type of gunfights that you can take. It makes operators valuable because Doc and Rook and Echo, and to a certain extent Cade and Goyo, are operators that can take and should be taking long-range gunfights. You know, if you pick them to frag, you're not going to pick them to frag, you know, by running around. And if you do, again, it's not the right way to play an operator, and you should balance around that. You're picking them to get kills and get frags on long angles where you actually have the advantage. So that's about all I have to say. If you get mad, you can, I guess you could voice your opinion in the comments, but don't get too angry. I don't know. Yeah, basically just like and subscribe, and have a nice day. See you in the next one. Peace.